Now, before we get to our remote locations in Puerto Rico and Alaska and start exploring our rainforests, I'd like to introduce Dale Bosworth, who is Chief of the USDA Forest Service, and he's going to welcome us to our national forests.
Hello, I'm Dale Bosworth, Chief of the United States Forest Service. As Americans, we're pretty lucky. We have one of the finest systems of public lands in the world. All of us, every American citizen, owns an area of land bigger than many countries like France, Italy, or Germany. At the Forest Service, we're lucky too. We have the privilege of managing some of those lands, the national forests and grasslands. These lands are spread across 42 states and Puerto Rico, and they cover an area almost twice as big as California. We manage these lands for you on behalf of the American people. The national forests and grasslands belong to you, and it's our duty to protect them so that you and even your children someday can use them in various ways. People use these lands in all kinds of ways. When you drink a glass of water, chances are good that it comes from national forest land. You can find all kinds of rare and endangered plants and animals on these lands, more than in almost any other place, because we protect their homes. You can come to the national forests and grasslands to see some of that wildlife, or maybe to hike, or to camp, or to ski. You can go hunting or fishing. You can have all kinds of outdoor fun. But with all these opportunities comes an obligation to manage the national forests and grasslands so that future generations will have these opportunities too. That's our job at the Forest Service. We can't just let nature take its course, because as natural as these lands might seem, conditions have changed. They are no longer natural, and they need our help. For example, in many places we're getting fires that are so big and so dangerous that they aren't natural anymore. Our job is to restore the forest to a condition where fires are smaller, so they can do what they're naturally supposed to do. Another example is what we call invasive species. These are plants or animals that come from far away, and they crowd out the species that are natural to an area. Our job is to keep them from doing that, to restore more natural conditions. There's another tough challenge that we face, and it's one where maybe you can help. More people than ever before are using the national forests and grasslands for outdoor fun, and some of them aren't very careful. Careless use can do a lot of damage. For example, it can erode trails, damage meadows, or destroy the banks of lakes and streams. It can take away the only homes for fish or wildlife. The national forests are so varied that they even include rainforests, and today you'll visit some of them. The Caribbean National Forest in Puerto Rico, which is a tropical rainforest, and some temperate rainforests on the Tongass, Chugach, and Olympic National Forests in Alaska and Washington. So have fun exploring and learning about these forests, but also take a look around the place where you live. I encourage you to visit a national forest or grassland near you. Take a hike, watch birds, ride a bike, paddle a stream, or catch a fish. Please remember, the national forests and grasslands are an American treasure. They are yours to use and enjoy. But if we want them to be there throughout our lives and for future generations, then we have an obligation to protect them. It's not only our job at the Forest Service, but also your job as an American citizen.